When Jeremy Hunt goes to the dispatch box on Wednesday for the budget, we expect that he will freeze fuel duty for the 14th year in a row. He will be the seventh Chancellor to have done it since 2011, when it first happened under the Chancellorship of George Osborne. It means there'll be a freeze to fuel duty, and also the temporary measure, that 5p cut to fuel duty, will also stay in place on Wednesday afternoon when he delivers his financial statement. The cost to Treasury coffers of this policy and the Sun's Keep It Down campaign is in excess of 80 to 90 billion pounds. So it does cost the Treasury quite a lot of money. But again, it does save Britain's motorists and drivers around £100 a year or so. The campaign to freeze fuel duty has been led by the Sun through its Keep It Down campaign, and also by the likes of Howard Cox from Fair Fuel UK, has been campaigning on the issue every year since 2011.
What we need, and it's about time, we've been calling it for 5 years, is to have an independent pricing regulator, a watchdog, similar to Ofgem and Ofcom. There's 37 million drivers in this country, and they are clueless to understand how pump prices are arrived at.
What we've seen in recent months is many letters to the Chancellor from campaigners. Howard Cox himself, that Fair Fuel campaigner, and MPs marched on Downing Street only last month to show the Chancellor what it would mean to businesses and the public if fuel duty went up at the budget. They said it'd be catastrophic to both those businesses and those motorists who'd be hit in the pocket when filling up their cars. So the chancellors who've made big decisions on fuel duty over the last 14 years and haven't been under so much pressure, they haven't been able to raise fuel duty. Started with George Osborne, then Philip Hammond came under the same amount of pressure. Is Rishi Sunak himself, the now Prime Minister, who, when Chancellor, decided to introduce that 5p temporary reduction on fuel duty. That was meant to expire at the end of this month, but Jeremy Hunt has felt under pressure with that coming election. He had no choice but to extend the fuel duty freeze. The Conservatives are currently 20 points behind in the polls. One of the last things they really wanted to do was to get on the wrong side of drivers just months before a general election. So this is one thing they've done to try and get on the side of hardworking people, the motorists who drive up and down the country, those hauliers, those road drivers, just to keep on their side and get their votes before polling day this autumn.